What up, guys? We're in Berlin. There's a public safety complex here. So there's more than just the PD. So if you want to come here, you have to get rung in. Renee, good to see you. I'm always happy when you come and join us, man. Tommy, I knew you'd be here too. I love seeing the good supporters. I'm all right, Renee. How are you? We just left New Britain and we didn't get arrested, so that's a plus. That was what was that? Board of Education that we can't get into. There's a bell, but I guarantee you nobody's in there because they're probably all home early. We can come check their vehicles though. We'll go in the lobby. We'll go in the police department. We'll check everything out while we're here though. Esidon, I think that's how you say it. Renee, that sucks. Have you been missing him just because it hasn't been telling you, or is it just you've been busy? Because some people, New Jersey, what up, man? I want to go down there and see Jersey Watcher. I really want to go down there. Michael, what up? And check him out. Like, watch him in action, dude. Jersey Watcher is one of my favorite. Alva, you're right. This gimbal's messed up. It's not working. I may have to swap it to the other one. One of these is messed up. When New Haven smashed it on the ground, it just doesn't really work it right anymore. See, that's it doing that. I'm not hitting any button right now, and it keeps doing that. Hold on, we're gonna swap gimbals because this one's just gonna give us trouble the whole time. I can tell already. Luckily, I come prepared, and I always have a backup. Sorry, I gotta set it down real quick to swap this stuff over. But that's what we get with great public servants. They break our stuff. That's why I can't use that one, because good old New Haven doesn't know that we're allowed to tape in our public buildings. They're too stupid. They think if they ask us, we must comply. Hold on, I'm setting it up. Rotate, plug in. Sorry guys, there's more. I charge my phone off of it too, so my phone doesn't die. So there's more than just, but they die a lot quicker when I do that. But then at that point, I could just take it off the gimbal if I need to, and I'll still have a full phone. Sorry for that, guys. But we'll get better quality with a gimbal that works correctly. But these look like all their vehicles. Damn, that thing's worn. How long have they had this thing? There was a couple of people over here. It sounded like kids too. When I arrived, they were doing something in the trunk of a car over here, and kept it moving. I meant to take a sweatshirt off, but I didn't. We ended up here because this was the closest. I punched it in to here we go, more state officials. In Connecticut, you are supposed to have a plate in the front if you have a plate holder. And as we see, our police never do. Sorry guys, I was starting the watch for audio. But our public servants never do. And then you bring it up and they're like, oh, they always say the same thing. Either we're exempt. Oh, I got a ticket. Get this, guys. I wrote a complaint on E-Man, you're right. So I wrote a complaint on an officer in Willimantic months ago because I felt like he was trying to talk me out of writing a complaint because I had watched the chief just drive like no rules or laws or infractions apply to him. And it was actually Ravella from Willimantic who came out and told me, we're exempt from that, and that's not true. If you have your lights on, other people have also said it, and nobody has been able to show me. I don't know how to see. My problem is, JHC, is I don't even know how to get in touch with these people. If I could get in touch with Jersey Watcher and he'd be like, yo, I'm doing this, then I could go down. It's really not that far. I could take a trip down there and go do it and see him. I know he can't put any content up right now, but that doesn't mean we can't. We can't go there and watch him and still, you know what I mean, get him out there. I think it's kind of pathetic what they're doing to him. How come the other guy can post? The guy that was actually charged. How come he can post online and Jersey Watcher can't? I mean, in my knowledge of growing up on the street, well, I'm not saying I grew up on the street like that, but being in my fair share of trouble and stuff with the law. Exactly. Oso's here. What up, Fluffhead? From what I've seen, usually when something like that happens, usually the person, he did something. He did something. There's a reason he can post and Jersey Watcher can't post. And I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm sure it'll be. All right, we're here, Tommy. You know where we are. Exactly, Renee. It's because he's a real patriot. The other dude, and from what I understand, I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I don't even know if the video's out. But from what I understand, is the other dude's the one that said some BS in the first place. He's the one that made it so, like, they actually got in trouble. Oh, so I couldn't agree more. I don't know how these dudes don't get drug tested. I mean, we heard the officer last week or a couple weeks ago say, yeah, I'm smoking crack. I mean, appreciate you also. Even if he was joking, I think he still needs a urine. Like, you know, joke about that. You're a leader of this community, bro. That's what you're supposed to be doing, is leading this community. And you're going to be out here yelling at me after I've taped you. Like, I've literally, and that was what was weird, is I've taped that dude like 5 times. Other times. So why now is he having a fit? You know what I mean? Why now is it an issue that I'm taping you? What were you doing? That leads me to believe that they were doing something. But I don't know. John was there, and I've heard like 1 or 2 things about John, but 98% of the stuff I've heard about him has been awesome. Every time I see him, he was awesome. He ended up not even giving that dude a ticket that night. He don't like giving tickets, and he don't like arresting people. He said it. And I like cops like that you have a conversation with. You know what I mean? I don't even know which one is the department. What's this building? What you got? The town hall's up here too, so... Oh, that looks like a library. I don't want to go in a library. But if the town hall's open, which I doubt it is, we could go in. So that's a library. All these cars are... Nobody takes accountability, JT. I called New London this morning because they sent me a thing saying their officer is guilty for assaulting me and violating my rights, right? Assault is a charge, isn't it? So when I called to ask why he wasn't getting charged or what we have to do to charge him, he said, we have to call in an outside agency. So we just spent 3 months with internal affairs doing this, right? Finding him guilty, and now we have to have another outside entity come in and do it? No, we need to get the district attorney, the court involved, and I see some cop cars over here. We need to get them involved and get the court to do it. Stop calling in these outside things. Our charges don't go through 3 sets of reviews. Our charges go straight to court. So why don't theirs? It's all covering up. Town hall, town hall, town hall. This is a town hall. It looks like it's closed. I didn't even know this was going to be a whole complex. I thought it was just going to be a whatchamacallit, a police station, but it's a whole complex, library, education center. It would actually be, oh, look at this, guys. The moon's out. Looks a lot better in person, but this would be a cool place to come on a day where everything's open because we could go through everything. It does look like it's abandoned. It's because it's everybody's home right now. It's a holiday. It's a bad time to come out and do this. Well, for these places, police stations always got people, so I'm not really worried about that. Exactly. This is crazy. Well, also, you should have seen it. You weren't. I just was at New Britain again doing a revisit for when they arrested me for filming in public. And I don't know if you saw the original video, but in the original video, they set off a car alarm, right? While I was over there. And I don't know why they did it. If they did it to make it look like I was touching the car, or if I was doing, I don't know what their reason was. Today, while I was up there, 2 or 3 separate times, like I had went somewhere and came back, they set car alarms off. Something over here is running. But like playing games with their keys. Like, that's what you guys do? Oh, wow, you didn't assault me this time, but you're still playing petty-ass games. I can't tell which one's running. It's not this. DEPINTO is what that shirt says. What do we got back here? Some tools? Are they going to, like, do real work? We're going to go do some construction? Oh, the car shut off. It's this little blue one right here. It's a Prius. Sorry. Oh, so that sucks. Yeah, it was crazy. They love working private security, Renee. They love it. Melissa, I always love when Melissa comes, man. I was trying to get you to be a mod when we first started. I wanted you to be a mod. You always got wise words. Did they, Renee? Everywhere's. I feel like they're all going to be closed today, so I feel like the only spots we can really do now. I mean, if I was, this is a Dare truck. No way. I haven't seen Darren forever. So I feel like the only spots we're going to go that are actually going to have police and they're still going to be understaffed are the stations. Absolutely. Oh, so we could honestly go hit another one after this if we wanted to. I want to see if this lot's restricted right here or if we can go up and look at the vehicles. That's the police department right there. So we'll play around outside, check everything out, and then we'll go check out the inside. But I mean, in all reality, we're up here. So there's like, I don't know, probably 4 within 10 miles that we haven't been to. So it'll be dark, but we could do another one if we wanted to. If people want it, we'll do it. This is what happens. I went through New London like this and they came out and yelled at me and said I was filming personal cars. No, they're in the frame, but I could care less about those cars. And you know what? After they came out and pushed me around the whole parking lot, I went back and looked through every personal car. And that's why now I don't really care about looking through personal cars because they're going to accuse us of it anyways, so why not? It's still available, Melissa. If you want to be a mod, you're in there. Enfield, yeah, I've been to Enfield. Enfield didn't do really much at all. Enfield, actually, I'd give them a pass. They had a ton of vehicles running and stuff, but that sucks though. So we're here, man. If you can get on, get on. If not, they'll be up later. You can watch them later. But, alright, so we're away from supervisor vehicles now. And it's weird because where I came in, it's like a whole road of apartments, back roads and stuff that you're not supposed to, that leads into here, but like doesn't. What's this? Oh, they got accreditation. At least it's not, I could say at least it's not a blue gang flag line, whatever, blue line gang flag. And it's not a black flag because quite a few departments have black flags. And honestly, I didn't even know what the black flag meant until I started this, and it's not for the people. It pretty much means no mercy, give no mercy, hold no quarters. So they feel like they're gonna take. Here we go. They got that. Oh, and a real American flag. Wow, I respect that. It's just that one too. So do we have a patriot cop here, like a good cop here, or is that just bad luck? I don't know. But it sucks that records wasn't open in the other place because I really wanted to request some of that stuff in person. We have departments like New Haven where you request stuff and they don't give it to you and then you have to request it again months later. JHC, I mean, you could try. You're right. I would assume they're set up in advance. Usually you can look up ahead of time. Like I've looked up a few in the state, like around the holidays, and there never is any like close to me because I'll go sit through one. I ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? But you could probably, if the information's there, they're supposed to get it out. Like you're supposed to be able to get it. So if you're you know the right people to FOIA it from and departments and stuff. I don't know. I've never tried. Throw you a wrench, Melissa? I've been asking for months. Can I do it live? Right there, baby. You should have it. Two Spirited. I'm so glad you made it. I was wondering where you were. You should have it now, Melissa. I held it and I hit the button. And thank you. You were the first one I ever really asked to be a moderator. We just got caught up and never really got to talk about it. But I feel like mods are important. And I started watching what mods were doing in other channels and how they were helping. And I was like, you know what? I need to go and get some. No, thank you, Melissa, because you do a lot for everybody. Yeah, I did it. I did New Britain just a little while ago, Two Spirited, where they didn't arrest me. I kind of think it's dead because it's the holiday. Appreciate you, Hank. I appreciate everybody just as much as I appreciate you guys more than you know, to be honest. Like, you guys have kept me going through some of this stuff. Like last week, I didn't talk about it much, but yo, I was in a funk. Like, I was in a funk. Uh-oh. What's this mean? Best program? Is that like employee of the month? What does that mean? What does this mean? I'm so confused. Does anybody know? If so, throw it in. What is best program? Is this like best rookie? Employee of the month? They just didn't have enough space to put it. I don't... It's the only sign here too, look. Only one of them has an American flag. I wonder what that T1 means, because none of the other ones have that. Oh, I just noticed that too. Their car... I don't like police departments like this where they don't mark their cars. There's no marks, just plates. The only way... Oh, right there, never mind. 12. Oh, we got some people up there. So they are marked, but they're barely marked. Look, guys. I don't know what they're doing, but it's none of my business. I'm going to do what I do. I just wanted to show you guys that we do have some life out here. No, I appreciate it, Two Spirited. I was in a funk. That's why when I went to Waterbury that day, I was like, I just need to get out and go. I had done some local stuff, but I was like, this stuff just... But that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? It makes it a little easier when I know their plan. Like, they want to wear us down. The Berlin Wall, yeah. That's their goal, is to wrap us up in all this BS. And it's sad that they don't even understand. Like, now they're making me... This month, dude, I have to miss 4 days of work. 3 for court dates, and 1 to have a meeting with New London mayor and police. Oh, we have another flag on this one. But mayor and police over appealing the decision that their IA report found. I don't know why we just paid them to do an IA report for 3 months to come out with the officer being guilty and still not do anything. Now I want him charged, and now we have to have an outside entity come in. Like, we should have done that from the jump. So, New London Police, their chief, Brian Wright, honestly, in my opinion, he's trash. No, you're right, Two Spirited, but it's you guys. I'm telling you, it's not... I don't know, people think everybody making these videos get rich. Like, I do have quite a few people for such a short period of time, but I'm not making no money right now. Like, real money. I'm not. I don't have nothing to hide from you guys. I get a ton of views. I won't front. Like, it looks like I do really good. But all my views, 98% of my views are from shorts. There he is. Or there she is, Melissa. So all of my views are from shorts. And right now we don't get paid for shorts. So if I was, I'm sure I'd have enough money to pay for lawyers and do all this stuff and take some of the stress off me. But the goal is I'm going to finish this cigarette and then we'll go in. We'll just stroll around for a second. But the goal is New Britain has a breach of peace interfering. I feel like I do not need anything for that court. I have the email from the chief of police from the next business day stating that I didn't break the law and what I was doing was legal. I don't think I need much more else for court. I'm sure they'll drag it out, but we're going to do that. So that one I feel fine on. We have an infraction trial on the 12th where if we can't get the judge to recuse herself or to get a change of revenue, we're definitely going to be found guilty and we're definitely going to have to appeal it because she already has her mind made up. She was mad that I wouldn't take the the nollie. She acted like she was doing me a favor by giving me a nollie for a charge I didn't do. She didn't know anything about my case. She knew nothing about my case. Every time I said something, she didn't even read the report. I'd put money on it. She had to ask the prosecutor every time I asked a question about my case. Like, she didn't know anything. And that's who we have. After she made me sit there all day, I was literally the last person called. She couldn't check and read about my case. Like, she would know this is kind of dumb. So I don't think their witnesses will show up. I don't think their witness is going to show up. So we'll go from there. We're going to show up. We got our witness. We got our footage. We're ready to go. But I should have thought about what day it was. They're kind of dead. That's why they ain't coming out and yelling, because there ain't nobody come out and yell here. Our flags are at half-mast. Does anybody know why? We got 35 people, 24 likes. I appreciate everybody in here, man. 35. It doesn't look big in there. It's small as hell. That sucks. Records is closed. We'll go check it out quick. If people want to see somewhere else after this, let me know. There's a couple places close. There's Southington. There's smoking. We can't smoke within 25 feet of that building, so let me put this out. Back here, we don't want to give them any reason. But it's sad. Look at this whole building. This building's huge. This little corner right here, this little cutout where the roof is all the public gets. It's all right, two-spirited. Also, the mayor definitely, the mayor asked me of Willimantic. He told me he encourages me to record, but then he wants half of my money from the video to donate to the no freeze. This is the kicker too. The no freeze shelter that they don't even care about. Like, they've been trying to move it forever. The town keeps shutting down everywhere it wants to move. Not only that, it's probably going to end up closing because the building, it's being rented right now, and the people renting it don't want them there anymore. So we have a ton of abandoned buildings in Willimantic. We have a ton of places that they could go, and the town is just refusing to do anything about it. Damn, look at how small this is. But, so, yeah, the mayor does. He's going to be disappointed when he doesn't get half of anything. All he's trying to do is make me look bad. Like, oh, see, he won't agree to anything. He doesn't want to help these. But he doesn't realize that I'm out in those streets. It's okay, Donnie. He doesn't realize that I'm out in those streets all the time, dude. Every time. Appreciate it, Sean. I'm glad people like it. He doesn't realize, though, that I'm out there way more than he is, dude. Every time I'm out there looking for those cops, dude, I spent 5-6 hours walking around that town, talking to the homeless people, talking to the drug addicts. Like, he forgets that I was in those shoes once. So, he doesn't realize how much money I give out, dollars and cigarettes. And I go through a pack of cigarettes a day every time I go out there, giving stuff out to the people I see on the streets. So, I do way more than he does. That dude only comes to the mayor's office once a week, every Thursday for an hour. Like, that's our mayor. That's all we get. So, it's disappointing. At least they have a drug box. Willimantic doesn't even have a drug box. Appeal it. Oh, so how can they deny you all your evidence? Doesn't even make, it's like, I mean, I believe you, but that's what they do. We got a no smoking sign. Their heaters. That thing's actually dumping heat right now. It looks like they only got one bathroom. Tiny little bathroom. Reminds me of the one in Troop H. Little ass roll of toilet paper. I'm hoping they got some in there. But, I mean, at least they got a bathroom. Water. Window. And that's it. All they can display is their awards and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like this is a tiny little room for the public. Like, they got the rest of the building. But this is Berlin, guys. Let me get a poll from you guys. I don't know. I think everywhere is kind of going to be like this today. We can definitely go hit off one more if people want me to. If they don't want to, I feel like we're going to have to give it a few days and let the holidays clear so we can actually come back when there's tons of people here. I don't even think there's enough people here to give me trouble right now if they wanted to. But, oh yeah, absolutely, Doug. It's crazy. That's why you can't trust them. Never, ever don't record the police. Record the police every time you see them. I don't even care. They can't, Sean. They're just trying to. He doesn't realize. He's so stupid. He doesn't realize that we already pay him for these services. Like, I don't know what he thinks we're paying him for, but he's already getting paid for me to come meet with him. And he's got to think I make some extraordinary amount of money because I don't know. Like I said, that little bit of money off that video that nobody's really going to watch anyways isn't going to generate anything. Nothing. Like I said, he might get a few dollars over the next few months. So I'm going to ask him if he wants to do a fundraiser. I'll absolutely set up a fundraiser and we can raise money for the shelter. But for every $5 I raise, I want him to put in $20. I want him to put in 4 times what we raise because he's rich. How are you going to care about this shelter now? He owned Willie Waste, which is the biggest trash company in the area, in the town. It's probably in the county, but I'm not 100% sure. So why isn't he donating? If he's so concerned, why hasn't he already donated? It doesn't make sense. We got a plaque to honor all volunteers. But I guess and even the soup kitchen put a thing out today, like in the paper. I don't know if it was in the paper or if it was a commercial. My girl's mother just told me about it while I was on the phone with her over here, that they put a thing out saying that they're struggling and they need help. So I'm like the mayor. I'll go down there and volunteer. I don't care. I've done so much community service there for the court that it doesn't bother me. And taking some of my time to go help the community doesn't really, how's that hurt me? It doesn't matter if I'm not getting paid. I'm there helping them. Like the shelter, the food bank and the soup kitchen is literally right next to the police station. Why aren't our police going over there and helping? Like, why don't they volunteer? The town's too good to do anything. After we had that last storm, man, there was so much stuff all over the roads, all over the sidewalks, and you didn't see the town out there picking it up, like at all. I was going to the church, fixing their little fences. I was doing a bunch of, I'm not saying I'm a superhero, but like if I'm out there and I see it, why not do it? Like that's what we're here for, like is to document everything. But I'm also not going to be like, oh, I see this messed up, but I'm holding my camera. I can't go fix it. Like, and it's sad because Willimantic does have some amazing officers. Like they really do. But when you're led by a circus, dude, and you got clowns up top, that's what happens. They told me that Rosado wasn't getting in trouble because the day he did a cam back, parked on the sidewalk, used his loudspeaker to ask me to smile, all this stuff. And they said, oh, well, he just said that. He said he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it, so we can't do anything. I'm like, what? I wish it worked like that for us. The library might be open, guys. Do you guys want to go into the library? I see people coming and going. We can try it. But for real, is that how it works? Because anytime I've gotten stopped and I've said, I didn't do it, guess what? It didn't matter. I still got arrested. I do too, Two-Spirited. I'm not paying him anything. Like I said, if he wants to agree to a fundraiser, we can agree to a fundraiser. But am I asking him for half of his money, his real money, to go there and do stuff? No. It's his job. Like, you literally, that's what we already pay you to do, is to meet with us and figure out what we're doing, like, to help the community. It's not, you need more money to meet with me. I bet you he's breaking a law. I guarantee you there's a law that he can't do that. He's literally trying to extort. I wrote the governor. I sent it to the governor. I literally sent it to the governor, and I said, why is your mayor trying to extort me? I said, I have other things I need to talk to you about too, but let's start with that because this is crazy. So why didn't he tell the paper that though too is what I want to know. Like when you were lying to the paper, telling them that I wasn't reaching out to you, Melissa, yes, you know what I mean? Like when you were lying to the paper, why didn't you tell the paper that? Oh, because you didn't want to look bad. He's only trying to do it to try and make me look like trash. Oh, see, he doesn't want to donate half of his $5 to the shelter. Like, bro, you know how stupid you sound? Rockin' Berlin, guys. Do you guys want to go in? We can go in and try it. This is a public library, right? Berlin, Peck. Yeah, it's got to be. It's a library. It's in the public complex. Let's check it out. I went to one. I've only been to one, really, and they didn't say anything. So, let's check it out. Trey Mac, I haven't seen you on in a minute. Appreciate you. Happy New Year's Eve. Huh. But I don't know, like there's so many like places like libraries and town halls and stuff that I haven't done, post offices. Who was on for the post office in Bristol last week? That was nuts. Literally crazy. The Bristol one was nuts. Oh, so you're right. Look at that. I like that. Diaper drive. I respect that. They probably get more than a drug box. Are these stickers? Oh, that's cool. Look at it. You can take these stickers if you want. I'll leave them for other people because I'll just leave them. Oh, they got a puzzle. Let's see how people act in here. We gotta be quiet. This is a library. I gotta stop and tie my pants at some point. My sweatpants keep falling down. And I'm dressed for the cold. So I'm literally sweating in here. But did you also? That's a good idea. Trey Mac, I get you. I hear you. Trust me. Holidays killed me too. I've been trying to stay busy. But it sucks because everything slows down with the holidays. It's like even if I want to go out, like I went out Christmas Day. I went after the day after Christmas just to Willimantic to see what was going on in the streets. Like I was out there like 5-6 hours each day and I really didn't catch them doing anything. It was like dead. Kind of like in here. I mean, there's people in here. It seems like they respect it. Nobody said anything. We got some tables over here. Outlets, that's cool. I respect that. You can come in here and charge your stuff. Divergent. I know the movies are out, but did anybody read the books? I read all those books in jail. Divergence, the Mockingbird ones, all of them. But yo, off the last live we did, when I ended it, we had 52 hours watched. That's cool. So you can come in and charge your stuff. Look at all them. There's like 10 outlets right there on that one box. I respect that because JHC, did they? I didn't know that Two-Spirited. Well, here they got all our inmates on floors that they barely even let use the library. So, but that's definitely a thing to ask. Let's see, I'll ask. We'll go up and check and then we'll get out of here. I had a question.
Thank you for calling Berlin Tech Library. This is Melinda speaking. How can I help you?
Let me know what people use for gimbals too, because I need to get a new gimbal. I have a couple, but they all suck. Did you think? What do you guys do with your books like when they're done? Do you guys donate them somewhere?
We usually give them to like a book sale, or sometimes we'll put them on the purple cart.
Okay, no, I was just wondering because like I'm trying to get books. I want to donate them to like the prisons, like when, you know what I mean, just like save nothing really. So would that be like a thing I could talk to somebody like and try and set that up?
If you want to call back on Tuesday after 10 o'clock, I can give you our phone number.
Absolutely.
Ask for either Carrie or Jonathan.
I appreciate that so much. Just because I know they're struggling in there with books, and
really nice.
somebody just told me on here, they were like, ask about that. So I'm like, you know what, that's the best idea.
That's a really good idea.
Because we've been trying to get the prison's got people sleeping on the floors, so we've been going, like I do journalist stuff, so I've been trying to get them off the floor, and like and get them more stuff. So thank you. What's your name? Melinda? Have a good day. Enjoy your holidays. You too. This is the kids section, guys. There ain't really nothing over here, but we do have Carrie or Jonathan call back Tuesday, and we can ask about setting up. This is weird. Well, not weird, I guess, but 15 cents a copy. So you can come here and use a copy machine. You could use computers. You can get warm if you're homeless. You can charge your phones if you don't have the thing. I actually really like this library. They got this sign right here, obviously. Not one person said anything about the camera. Usually we get a Karen. So that's the only way you can donate books if you want to donate books. Smoke and sign that. So Berlin Library is a pass. Also, I want to say thank you for actually bringing that up because that's a good idea. I've been to a lot of these jails in Connecticut and seen their so-called libraries, and it's pathetic. Like if they even get to go to the library, half the times they're on lockdown, they can't go or blah blah. But getting them, and books are it's a little different now in Connecticut too. I just remembered because I haven't been in jail out here in a minute, but like now when you go in, you get a tablet. So I don't know if you could get Melissa, if you could get they do get a pass, absolutely. But I don't know if you can get books on the tablets, but they would still have to pay for that. So free books are still better. And that's actually a really good thing. And I think I'm going to do that at all of the libraries I go to now, because I doubt all of them will say yes. But if we get a few, even if I have to come pick the books up and bring them to jail, like facilitate the whole thing myself, I will. John, I have done Cromwell. Cromwell was like a 50-50. They were okay. One of the dudes stopped, tried asking me some questions. I had shut him down. He had left. But Cromwell, I don't like, because every time I see them on the street, like I was working out there, every time I seen them working, they were literally just sitting in a private lot hiding. I caught, on numerous occasions, I caught them hanging out, and I was working, so I couldn't always go do anything. But, I don't think so also. But so I would literally wait till I went on break or lunch. Sometimes they would literally be sitting there a half hour, an hour, just hanging out, talking. I got a few of them on my page. If you go back like a couple weeks, there's Cromwell on there. There's Glastonbury. There's the PDs, but there's also Cromwell on the street, like me rolling up on him, asking him some questions. Books for crooks. Oh, so we should start a thing for that, like a legit donation for books. Of course, John, check them out. I mean, some of them are just me taping them, watching them do some weird stuff, but other ones are me rolling up on them like, what are you guys doing? The last one, I told them I think I smelled weed and they got to go. They've been hanging out, like, and they were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I smell weed. And they ended up leaving like 2 minutes after I ended it. But what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go somewhere else, or do you want to call it a night? Because we're probably like 10-15 minutes from the next closest place. I honestly feel like everything's going to be like this today. That's what I said, pork chop. That's why I like doing the live, because people say stuff that I don't think of all the time, so then I'll see it. And I'll be like, all right, wait. And I'll say it. So that's how I thought of it. That's why I appreciate people. But What's the consensus? Do we want to do something else, or are we good with this? Let's go. You want to go, Melissa? If you want to go, we're going. That's all I needed. I'm gonna kill this right now. My car is like 3 minutes away. I'll punch in whatever's close and we'll head to the next one. It'll probably take me, sometimes it takes me a few minutes to find a spot to park and stuff, so be on the lookout for like 20 minutes to a half hour. We'll be back on. Is it soft covers only? I gotta check. But Kensington, from here, I just punch in maps, Google Maps, and I type in police departments, and everything that pops up, I just look to see the closest one. But let me kill this so I can find one, and we'll be back on shortly. I appreciate everybody. Melissa, thank you so much. I'm so glad I got you on board. You're definitely a trooper. Well, I got all my mods are good, but 10 minutes to a half hour, we'll be back on. Let's go see if we can find some tyrants in Connecticut. We'll have to, I'm okay with that. Like I said, if we have to do it that way, we'll absolutely do it that way, as long as we get it done. Pork chop, peace. I hope to see you guys all back in a few. Stay safe for this 20 minutes, and we'll see you soon. And